G'day, my name is Gareth. I'm currently riding a lot of trains here in Melbourne, Victoria. Now the line that I'm on right now is one of Melbourne's longest electric rail lines, which just happens to be the Frankston line. Now the reason I'm riding on this line specifically is to see the update that Melbourne have done to their old stations, because a lot of their old stations have either been buried under the floor halfway with a cutting, or they've been elevated above the road. Now the reason that they are doing this is because of a program called Level Crossing Removal Project. Basically trying to keep as many cars and pedestrians away from the railway tracks as possible, right? For safety reasons. So we're going to explore each one of these new stations, whether above or below ground, checking out some of these stations and their history on Google Maps, and getting a before and after shot. I hope you enjoy. This one's Glen Huntly. Oh my god, look straight ahead.
So according to ChatGPT, the AI software that I'm using to get information, this line, the Frankston line, has a few different areas that have a lower ground situation. This is all to do with Melbourne's level crossing removal. That looks really cool, doesn't it? There's 3 tracks here, wow. So there you go. These train tracks used to be level. And for whatever reason, they didn't decide to leave it there, and they didn't decide to put it up in the air, they decided to lower it. Huh. Cool.
So as you can see by the tram tracks out the front, this is no ordinary situation, right, where the cars just come across and the trains would have come across, but this was a tram and train crossing for decades, 100 years maybe more, I don't know. Apparently the power that the trams get from their cable is a different voltage by a significant margin than the train voltage. So if we go back in time in Doc Brown's DeLorean, we get some truly remarkable shots here on Google Earth, Google Maps. We have a diamond track layout where the train tracks basically meet the tram tracks. And this would have truly been an amazing thing to see. Probably not as amazing if you lived here, because the noise of the would have been pretty significant. But incredible though. I think it's time to leave Glen Huntly and go to the next station. So as of February 2025, the Frankston line has removed almost 20 railway crossings, which is a pretty big number, but they hope to increase that number to 27 by 2029. So they've definitely done a lot of work so far.
Oh, we've got some really heavy support beams here. The other station had the beams all the way across. This one doesn't really need it. Just needs a few here and there. And these ones are like really heavy duty. Interesting. This is another situation where we've got 2 tracks here and one on the other side. Very interesting, look at that. Bit of dark, bit of sun, and then a bit of dark again, followed by a bit of sun. You can see the ascent is such a narrow grade. The grade isn't very steep at all. So no trams on this road, but as you can see, it's a very busy road. So this would have been a railway crossing for decades. So as we cross the road, you can see both sides of where the tracks would have been. But if we look over the edge right now, I'm pretty sure we'll see a train coming. There it is. Perhaps this is a better angle. So yeah, it looks a lot different. Looking at Google Maps, you'll see what I mean.
If you look closely, you can see the underpass where pedestrians would walk under the track. Well, that might be gone, but now everything is underneath, including the tracks. But wow, what a striking difference to see 3 tracks there. Now no longer there. They're all underground, and that was 2015. Such a huge difference. It's amazing what they've done.
But since this is a 6-lane road, it doesn't really have that community vibe to it. It doesn't have that beautiful little town vibe to it, unfortunately. So let's go to the next station. And we're back to ground level. But for how long? That's the question. As it turns out, not long at all. Let's quickly check it out. Very different style, this platform. But you can tell this is definitely a part of the removal program. By now, this is probably a really long video, and I'm sorry in advance. I hope you like the content though, because I'm honestly enjoying myself. Just visiting Melbourne's streets and stations and places that I've really never been to before in my life. It's really fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. If you are, let me know. There's a weird little LCD screen on this lift that shows you places of Melbourne and the trains. Yeah, but this station doesn't even have any of those big support beams, because I guess the trench isn't that big after all for this station. This street is a lot slower with traffic than the other one. McKinnon station. And Bentleigh's the next station, and it's only 0.9 kilometers away. Very close indeed. So you can see directly in front of us is the next station. And as you can see, instead of continuing the trench all the way down, the train rises up a little just before going back down again. And looking at a street sign, the previous station that we were just at, Ormond, 0.95 kilometers away. So again, once again, these stations are not very far away from each other. On to the next. Definitely unlike the above ground stations, the below ground stations, every one of them are different. Looks like it's going up again. We shall see for ourselves in a couple of minutes. Interesting. Remember how the above ground stations, once you went down below to normal ground level, they had those train patterns on the floor? Well, none of these below ground stations have the train pattern once you come back to normal level, ground level, which is strange. It is what it is. Don't ask me why, because I don't know why. Why, you ask? I already told you, don't ask me, I don't know. These stations on the Frankston line are really, really close to each other. And this train's basically a roller coaster right now. That's a great shot. Don't know about you guys, but I'm extremely hungry for some wong noodles right now. Oh, let's get some. Beautiful little dinner. So this is what these stations would have looked like roughly before they were scrapped and rebuilt, I guess you could say. I'm just gonna have something to eat and we'll go to the next one. Wherever it may be, I have absolutely no idea. Now this station, Hyde, actually has a railway crossing. So there are still railway crossings on this line.
Arriving at Cheltenham. This train will be terminating at Cheltenham.
We are going underground again. This train has just terminated here, even though we've got a hell of a lot more track to go. It doesn't matter where we're getting off anyway. There you go. The Frankston line definitely has a lot of these brand new underground stations. Clearly there was a lot of railway crossings needed to be removed. That's a pretty cool shot. Train Lovers Paradise right now. This is definitely the most unusual below ground station that I've seen on this level crossing removal. We've got all this space here that could have been turned into real estate. They chose to be like, nope, we want absolutely nothing there. There's the main road over there, and there's a graveyard over there. If I break my leg, at least it's on camera. See what I mean? Train station's just there. Here's another perspective. Graveyard. A whole lot of nothing that they can't use land with. That seems like a complete wasted opportunity. And you got the train station. I don't understand the choice of infrastructure. Do you guys have any idea? And this is obviously where the trains used to be, right? No crossings anymore. You come to look at it more closely, perhaps this is load bearing. Perhaps they could build, shops and buildings on it at some point. Perhaps, I'm not 100% sure, but there you go.
This is going to be a bit controversial, but I think I like the past version better. Definitely looks prettier. Now that probably has something to do with the fact that current day, there are no shops on that roof. It just looks really, really bland. What do you guys reckon? It's definitely prettier, right?
Next stop, wherever it may be, but we're on the Frankston line, going towards Frankston. Yeehaw, everybody! Mentone is definitely another one. I'm really trying to eat my stuff here in peace. Why can't they build these stations more further apart? Beyond me. Let's have a quick look. That actually looks really, really good. Look at that. That looks really good. By the sounds of it, we got ourselves a freight train. Can't even see it, can we? Got a couple of flat wheels going on. More than a couple. There you go. This is Mentone Station. I just want to let you guys know. Kind of fucked my big toe up here a little bit on this station. I kind of tripped on the floor, on the steps as I was walking up. According to ChatGPT, there are 3 more stations. God damn. If it wasn't for YouTube, I would not be doing this. And I don't think most people would do this. So I'm so glad YouTube is a part of my life because it gets me out of the house more and it gets me exploring places that I otherwise wouldn't visit. It just really hurt my toe before and it's stopped bleeding now, but it was for like 10 minutes. Oh. Anyway, I'll survive, I think. Won't I? Won't I?
One thing I wasn't aware of is that there are definitely some above ground stations on the Frankston line. We'll definitely see some more.
I think we're going to go back on right now immediately, but that's what's over there.
Yeah, I'm definitely a bit torn about Parkdale as well. A nice little station, a nice little town back in the past. It is now something completely different. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. Let me know.
This is a service to Frankston, stopping all stations direct to Frankston.
Edithvale.
Edithvale.
I don't think we're going to get out of here. I think we're just going to chill out. Oh, will we? Don't be lazy, Gareth. Don't be lazy. All right, okay, fine. I wouldn't call this one fully sunk in, but it's definitely newer and different. Let's have a quick look outside. Yeah, they're all different. Different is good. I honestly can't really see a reason why they've done this station the way it is. Like, why sink the platforms just a little bit in the floor when you can't cross? Even this, you have to come upstairs to cross, right? Unless down there is the reason. See the car bridge? I don't know. Seems a bit unnecessary, in my opinion. I just jumped in the lift just to come back down to the station, and I see this security camera. Why is this specific camera? There's a lot of S's going on there. Why is that camera in this lift? Let me show you. Now, you need a security camera to see if bad people are doing bad things. So why does this one have FLIR? It's the infrared camera that can detect body heat. You know, it detects cold, ice in the blue color, and you know, a red open flame with a red and yellow color, right? Is this to detect if people have COVID? There's actually one on both sides. I had no idea. I think this is some sort of sneaky government plan to detect if people are sick. I'm actually dead set serious. Why else would there be two FLIR infrared cameras in this lift? Even if someone had a mask on and it looked like it was their real face, it would be cool because the mask is cool, right? It's some sort of government trying to find out what people are doing or if they're unwell. I have no idea. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think about this one. Once again, we came above ground and we're back underground once again. I think we're very close to the end of the situation. Gosh, it's a warm one today. What the hell? As much as I love exploring these new train stations, I do wish I was exploring a bit more history. But once again, they've not sunken this platform down enough to really benefit for really sinking it down in the first place. Like, why bother? Like, if they were to fully commit to this, you could have shops, you could have a whole new shopping area over this track. Do you know what I mean? Like, why bother sinking these platforms if you're just not gonna really put anything on top? Oh shit, that's my train. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Come on, Gareth. Come on, lift. Come on, FLIR. Yes, another lift with FLIR. FLIR in the lorry. I'm not sick, don't worry. I haven't got COVID. Not yet anyway. Oh shit, better open the door. Oh shit, there we go. There's one more, and then it's just a matter of me relaxing all the way to Frankston because I'm going to the end of the line, right? I just double checked my ChatGPT information. There's actually one more after this. Oh, that was a good shot. I'm so close, baby, I can feel it. I can feel it. By the way, how ridiculous is this? P for platform, okay. G for ground, okay. 0 for overpass, or overpass. It should be level 1. It should be level 1! Calm down, Gareth. It's just a fucking elevator button. Calm down. And that's gonna be the view down there. Once again, why even bother lowering this platform if you're not gonna really commit to it? And lower it enough so you can actually build things on top of it. That's my fault. Yeah, my toe definitely hurts. But you know what? We carry on, baby. We carry on. It's the first time that I've personally seen the water from the train, so we're getting towards the beach now. A lot of these stations actually do have access to the beach.
Now arriving at Carrum.
Oh, so this is an above ground one. Okay, and it looks like a big one too. Wow, look at that view. That's awesome. Really, really awesome. And this is definitely my favorite above ground platform. And platform in general on the Frankston line so far. Spectacular. Huh? That's $1 million view. Look at some of those houses look like they're $1 million as well. Very nice. But check out the view of the city over there. I'm pretty sure that's a city, unless it's some other suburb with heaps of buildings. Definitely looks like Melbourne to me. Well, here you go. So all this used to be train tracks. Ding, 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 every time the train came. I mean, this would have been a nightmare for the locals, though, especially if it's been a seaside town and everything. So yeah, they've probably done the right thing. I have a serious concern that Melbourne, Victoria is removing a lot of its history. Like, yeah, this is beautiful and all, but huge but. Where is the beautiful train station? Probably wasn't beautiful, let's face it, but where is, you know, some of the infrastructure that should have been left behind, in my opinion, to show that it was a train station down below years, you know, for years gone by, right? 100+ years, I'm guessing. I must say, having the ability to walk into a beautiful park like this is definitely a plus. So yeah, if I can get some Google Street View of what this used to look like, then I definitely will. Nice town.
Alright, so this is the last station that we will look back in time. And this is probably going to be the most shocking one. Look at the road that goes under the train tracks. The road straight ahead right now. Get ready, because when you go back to the past, there was no road to the other side, from this area at least. Wow, it was a car park and the train station was literally there. Now this is a view from the other side. So remember, the road straight ahead didn't exist at one point. But this is even more shocking what I'm about to show you. Yes, I know, even more shocking. The road to your right now, that road on your right-hand side, now straight ahead. Keep your eyes open, because when we go back in the past, you may be surprised to see where that road went. Let's have a look. Oh my God. So they've removed shops and they've turned that block of land with the green grasses into an actual road. And of course, going back, looking back at the station, the old station, there is no road to the other side from here. Absolutely crazy. And here's just a quick view of a railway crossing that was very close to the station, but it was definitely not where we were standing. We had to go to the other side of where the station was finished. The old heritage, well, I would have thought it was a heritage-looking building, brick building there. Of course, that's now being taken away. It's gone. Apparently, it wasn't very heritage after all, but that railway crossing is completely gone.
I'm just going to head all the way to Frankston in a second. Hopefully I don't need to stop anywhere else to get off before Frankston.
This is a Frankston Limited Express service to...
As far as I'm aware, it should be all roughly old track and level ground from now on. Oh God, we did it.
We actually did it. This place is so fire, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, we made it to Frankston. And as Jeff Marshall would say, this is pretty much the end of the line. It might actually not be the end of the line. I do think this line continues further on for V-line services, perhaps.
Do you guys see that white line? That's where the electric trains stop. And this blue line is basically where the V-line trains, velocity trains go. And they stop on this part of the platform, and they continue on to Mornington and further.
All right, so get ready for this one. A normal trip from Melbourne CBD to Frankston would usually take between an hour and 25 or an hour and 35, right, depending on the train you get. It took me, drum roll please, 3.5 hours because I was constantly getting off and getting on and looking around the town. Many trains would pass, and 3.5 hours when I should have took about an hour and a half. Now, according to ChatGPT, I think it said 2029 is when Melbourne wants to finish off with the crossing removal. 2029 is when they intend to finish. Here's a level crossing in front of me right now.
Open sesame, baby. There we go. Huh. Very cool. I can hear a guy manually switching over the switches in this room, in this building. Wow. There's even a manual switch here. History, guys. Some history right here. Look at that. This will never switch unless someone pulls this lever. Hopefully there's a padlock on that. Otherwise someone's gonna pull it. Not me, but someone might. God damn, this building has seen better days. Look at that. Damn. What is that? Termites? We got another one. Another one, baby. All right. Look at all these pieces of steel, all the rods. When they manually switch it, the rods actually manually move. Here comes our train. And the rods go all the way down there too. Wow.
Guys, if you like this video, please give us a like, subscribe. It would really help me and my sunburn feel better about myself. It would really make me feel better about myself. Thanks from Frankston. Thanks guys, I love you and I'll see you for the next video. Whatever it may be. So.